Welcome to week 5 of our Farm to Film video series here at Local Homestead. I'm Trevor Huff, and we're going to talk about farm equipment this week. We're going to focus on 3 pieces of equipment today. The first one being our newest tractor here on the farm, our International 100. This tractor is our biggest tractor here on the farm. It has a loader bucket so it can pick up really heavy things, but can also pull big pieces of equipment in the field. So with this tractor being newer, it has a lot more fancy things on it. A lot more bells and whistles. It actually does have a horn. The 100 also keeps the driver out of the weather. It has a cab. Air conditioning and heat is always a nice thing when it's 0 degrees outside or 100 degrees outside in the summertime. The skid loader on the farm is the small and mighty piece of equipment. It may look small, but it lifts lots of things for us, as well as can get into some very tight spots. The skid loader is used to unload a lot of products that come here to the farm, as well as push piles of dirt, or it also can push up feed for the cows. The skid loader is a pretty handy piece of equipment because the front attachments can change. So not only can it have a bucket, but it can also have a bale spear, pallet forks, and all kinds of other attachments. Our big tractor has a lot of levers, making it probably the most difficult piece of equipment to operate here on the farm. But it's also probably the most handy. We have a lever in there that controls the bucket of the tractor. As you can see, the bucket can go up, down, and tilt front to back. Just like the tractor, the skid loader's loader bucket can go up and down and tilt front to back. But it's operated a little differently. Instead of having a hand lever, it has foot pedals. So it's a little bit different to get used to. Now let's get to our 656. This is probably my favorite tractor here on the farm. It's a hydrostatic tractor, which means it only has one lever that makes it go forward or reverse. It's almost like a bike with training wheels in the world of tractors. It's probably the easiest piece of equipment to operate, and most likely where we start everybody that needs to learn. It's actually the tractor that my grandfather started me on to learn how to drive. The tractor has a pretty cool thing on it, which is a PTO. This gets hooked to our manure spreader. This powers the manure spreader with the power that the tractor has. With the manure spreader, the manure gets loaded into the spreader itself, and then there's a conveyor on the bottom that pushes it towards the back. At the back, the beaters rotate and spread the manure onto our fields, naturally fertilizing them to make for good crops the following year. All these pieces of equipment added together make the life of a farmer a little bit easier. It helps us get everything done for our daily chores. Now that you know all this stuff about equipment on the farm, we're going to ask you to head to lhp.farm/farm-to-film to download the worksheet. Bring all those worksheets back here to the farm for a special prize. From Victoria and I, we just want to thank you for tuning in this week, and we'll see you soon.